All right, all right, all right. Testing, testing. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to hide all of these because we definitely don't need them right now. And then I'm gonna grab this, and I did a little bit of doodling today. Not as much as I wanted to, but I guess I did some boxes, which is nice. Been a while since I actually like tried to put in some effort making the boxes good. But yeah, all right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Hello. Hello, hello. Honestly, the little rat. Oh, dude. I always keep forgetting. It's alright. One day, I'm sure I will remember. How are you, Derpy? Honestly, it just feels nice whenever my hands are not freaking sweating. Hello. I see. Oh, that's good. No. Sorry, I'm late. I was working on my drawing. No, you're good. I just started. It's literally been like 5 minutes. Oh, tomorrow's a Saturday. Huh. I wonder what I should vibe go tomorrow. Yeah, but I normally beat Derpy here. Well, I mean, at least you have the first place when it comes to the ranking, right? That's good. Not for long. Watch him send one message and then steal it back. Can we actually test it? Man wants me dethroned ASAP. No, I just want to test like whether it's like true or not. Life is Roblox. We drawing a VC tonight, or is it too late? Yeah. We are. Too bad Derby isn't in the drawing mood. It's okay. If he wants to join, then he's more than welcome. If he's doing other things he's interested in, then yeah. He's with us in spirit. Maybe he'll draw using like a vibe coded app, you know? That would be nice. Roblox movements. That could work too. I doodled a teensy bit, but it was more patterny stuff. Okay, nice. Derpy's in his Roblox era. I wish I could feel as unserious about my art as Derpy sometimes. Well, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, being unserious about art is fun. Just makes it fun. Today at work, my client kept telling me I'm too talented to do caretaking and I need to promote my art and restart my business. So it's like, even when I do, there's people pushing me to draw more. It's like oh no. It's like I feel like sometimes I can't enjoy it anymore and I just have to do it so that something works out. Something works out, you mean like business wise? See, seconds only because in Roblox I had like a vertical trail on my character and I was kind of drawing with it by moving my character around. Nice. Please, Photoshop, now is not the time. It is not the time. Hold on. Let me wipe some stuff off. Do this. Do that. Take care of this. Take care of that. Bada bing, bada boom. And then. Trash. Oh, I don't need this. Goodbye. Let me delete this permanently. Good night. Thank you. Download Krita and try Krita. I might do it. Definitely not now. But I might do it, yeah. I low-key just like don't promise though. I want to stay too comfortable using Photoshop for now. Particles in Minecraft? Are we talking? I'm not sure like how the particles in Minecraft look like. I'm sure they're pretty though. Minecraft do be a pretty game. Yes, I was just talking about it before you joined. And yes, that will happen in the very near future. Very, very near. Maybe you can go with something more, less kind of like extreme. Yes. I don't like how extreme it is. Maybe you can go a little bit even a little bit less. I think that's not bad. Got a lot of particles? Interesting. Also, I've always hated pushing my pencil to make a line. I always pulled it. I don't know how you do that. It's gotta be... Well, you're talking digital? Or you're talking traditional? Because I don't know. I just do both, I guess. Pushing, pulling. I kind of haven't thought of that. Yeah, I always think about it in terms of like drawing towards me or away from me. You do it digitally, but I couldn't do it either way. Oh, I see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really think about it. I don't really think, period. I feel like with Krita, you'll open it and realize it's not as scary as what you built in your head, in your mind as. Scary? I wouldn't say scary. I'm just like lazy to try anything else right now. I'm trying to have as less friction with things as possible because I wanna kind of like take care of the friction. I only want to take care of the friction of drawing, right? Anything else, I want it to be more like in the back end. Well, not quite, but like do more manual stuff. No, not manual, like automatically do stuff so that I can keep the thinking process to drawing, you know, not just like trying to figure out how to change a brush, you know. But I'm sure Krita is great. I mean, you have tried it. I know about it, so it's probably kind of like well known to an extent. I am just not willing to try it right now, you know. Kurita. Also, one dude from our server, and I think I'm not sure what their name is or what their new username is on Discord. But he mentioned he draws with a software called Sai, which is interesting. I don't remember hearing about it. This is not as long as that. Maybe that's too much. Okay, I think that's Goog. That's Goog. All right. I'm gonna be real, guys. Self-acceptance is awesome. Yeah. Self-acceptance is awesome. I've heard of Sai before. Just mentions at least. There's a few people who use it too. Okay, I guess you just find whatever and you just like start using it and you get used to it, and now you're just using that software, right? Just the most random statement, Lamau. I feel like that's not the most random thing I said. If you VC'd with me, then then you know. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Self-acceptance is pretty cool. And once I guess you get a you get a taste of it, you'll realize that maybe the way you've been looking at things, or you've been made to look at things, is kind of like limiting in a sense, you know. Just pretty cool. It's awesome, you know. Let's have this box spread wide open on this side. Yeah, yes, please. So, so self-acceptance is self-acceptance, eh? Cool stuff, eh? It's like what is this? That meme of just like that old person trying to relate to kids. That's too much pepper, boy. That's too much pepper. Ah, that is too much pepper. I need like a process. I need to find a process that just doesn't fail. All right, and I think here, hold on. I'm gonna do it. Sometimes the boxes have a more prominent face that is facing towards the camera more than the rest, right? And so it's always nice to start with that. However, sometimes a box just doesn't do that. Sometimes the box's faces are evenly, you know, either away from the camera or facing the camera, that's like another case, I guess. But if there is, okay, this is a bit more like squarish, so let's do that. So, all right. Look, let's pretend. Let's say that we have. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it here. All right. This one plane. All right. No. No. This one plane. Right. The angle is almost 90. It's not 90, but like the closer it gets to 90, the more we know that this is like a plane that we're going to be facing. All right, so you draw the 4 edges, right? And you kind of like, the one thing that messes boxes up is, like, for me at least, is the length of these edges. Like, is this as long as this? So this is where I feel like the experience kicks in, your intuition, like you just like your eye. Plays a role, right? So once you got this, which is nice, now you think foreshortening, all right? You think whether, like, if we want to make them like equal, kind of like length, then slide this in the middle. If we don't, then slide this a little bit over here. But I think this needs to be in the middle. The reason why is because it's close to 90. All right. And we'll test that theory. Right, so then, and the next thing is to think about foreshortening. All right, you don't want the other lines to be like this, right? You want them going towards one vanishing point. And then, okay, then about the length of this, right? which is also interesting because, like, where do you put it? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? I'm thinking this kind of like edge needs to be as long as this, and so you do this, right? So maybe a little bit more here. All right, and then the same thing, since you have your point here, you think about the foreshortening. So you kind of like alternate between thinking about the foreshortening and thinking about the planes or the length of the edges. All right, there you have it. That's a boxy little box. Okay, I ran out of space right now, but maybe next time we draw boxes, I'm going to do like a series of 3 where they rotate. I think that would be fun. Okay. All right. So this is a bit difficult because there's a couple of things that are going on here. All right. We're talking close, folds. We're talking physics. Wind. All right. We are talking pose, yes. What else? What else am I thinking? BRB. All right. FX, or just like effects, really. Aura, not aura, what would this be called? Like these lines, just wind as well. This is more like applied to the character itself, and this is more applied to how to visualize these wind kind of like strokes. If only I can. I mean, I can try painting them. I think I have an idea, right? I'm not sure it's going to be executed perfectly, but I might have an idea on how to do them, right? So, for example, if we're talking like this, right? Right, and then we just take chunks. Whoops. Oh my god. All right, and then we take chunks out of these like this, just randomly. I mean, I'm just applying the painting process to this, right? To like with lines. MFers be like subtract. It's nice to think in terms of like maybe computer stuff with this, you know. Right? That's not bad. That feels a little bit more like water. But yeah, I guess we'll look up how to do like FX. I think that would be neat. Okay, and the character itself, obviously. So let me hide that. And let me also grab this and put it on top of this layer, just so that they are together. And then we're going to do another pass. Right, okay, so two things I want to actually do. Let me get this layer back. The intensity of the pose, right? The pose is like, there's a lot of like wind coming out of like the keyhole or whatever. And maybe it's not wind, it's just like energy that's coming out of the keyhole. So it's applying a lot of pressure, and the character is very close to that keyhole. So he's getting the most out of the most pressure out of like that source. So and that needs to be conveyed. Like here, they might. I think I just want them. I'm going to make them just like sat on the key, right? The huge key, and the key is probably going to be like a means of transportation, right? Just like a broom, right? So they are like suspended in the air on top of their key, and they are reaching out to this keyhole magic portal, right? And yeah, so they look kind of like relaxed. They don't look tense. They need to look tense, right? Especially, it's obviously in the gaze, right? The gaze is very like, it needs to be more like, you know, intense, right? But also like the pose itself, right? I think the arm is good. I'm not sure. Maybe we can move the leg back. This leg just moves back. Or maybe just like, okay, here's what we can do actually with this sketch right here without changing much. What I can do is I'm gonna make a duplicate. Please, hello. What's happening? Photoshop? Okay, we're good? I think we're good. Alright. Alright, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna select all of this. Alright. Control T and try to make it like this. Alright. It was so Gojover, but now I am so Johann Sebastian Bach. How do you guys say it? Bach or Bach? Interesting name though. Right, so more kind of like this, because like the energy is coming from that source. You want the body, you don't want the body for, oh man. This is low key kind of like, it reads into a little bit of aerodynamics. Is that how it's said? Right? How like a person who's riding a bike, right? They need to have their heads down a little bit, so they are more aerodynamic, and so that kind of like the air would like be split. I don't know how to explain it. So it's kind of like the same thing here. I feel like I was most uncomfortable with it like this, because their body is almost like a plane in front of like this source of energy, right? But if you kind of like rotate it a little bit, and this kind of like gives the impression that they are trying to be not this, but like this, so that they can slip in and let the energy go like from above and below. I think that makes it a little better. Right. So another thing we can do, I shouldn't have mixed the layers together of like the effect. Aerodynamic cow moment. It's funny how I know exactly what you're referring to. Okay, now this makes it less interesting, to be fair. No. Okay, no, actually, their bottom half is kind of like being helped and pushed by the key. So I think this is good. I think we can keep it like this. What we can try to change is the arm. Oh yeah, right. Okay. Here's the thing though. Here is the thing. Compositionally, I think this got a little bit weird. I mean, granted, I'm going to crop some of this here, some of this there, so it's going to be more or less just like square. Or actually, I want to try to mess around with like having it like this. Right, there's less information, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Right, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I can just like finish it and try to change the composition later. Okay. I'm a bit eepy. Where's my water? Did you guys drink water today? Are you forgetting to drink water? Yes, you drank? Okay, good. Good. Where's my water? Ah, yes, I used to play that game on my Kindle. What? There's a game like that? Dude, there's a game about the back rooms, and it looks so fun. It looks so fun. It's a multiplayer game. Also, I think the movie's out. I think here it's gonna come out on the 17th of next month, which I'm really excited for. Backrooms game, not surprised, and it actually looks really good, too. Also, I feel like it's more of like a promotional piece to the movie itself. I'm not sure like who made it. Already? Are you kidding me? That's insane. I think when I went to watch Severance the other day, it's already out? Bruh. That's crazy. I just keep checking the Michael movie, and it's not out yet, or it's not, you know, on the internet. I guess I can make... No. Actually, let me try to be confident with this one. And... No. Yeah, just go with thicker lines. Not thicker lines, I mean... No transparency. Whoops. I considered if I tried to accept more that my rabbit holding might likely be unsustainable, then whatever I do instead could be more sustainable. Okay, do you think that your rabbit holding get to be unsustainable, or is it all the time? Do you like go rabbit holding and then you find yourself most of the time you find yourself, oh, this is unsustainable, or sometimes like you're satisfied with what you did? Oh, wow. So how do you yeah. And I think the way it needs to be, I think the hair needs to be pulled all the way back. At least, or blown all the way back, sorry. Frick. I guess maybe I'm never satisfied with my rabbit holes. Also, the hair. I remember something. First paycheck, let's go! Money gang! So happy, nice. That's cool, that's awesome. Stream not more delayed, I just responded late. No, okay. Sometimes I'm like thinking, wait a minute. What's happening? Is something going on with the stream? But like I said, hair can go all sorts of like crazy directions. So it'd be kind of like this. Yeah, that was good. And then this would go this way, for example, right? But then you'll find something else blowing this way. Freestyler in practice. Yeah. Honestly, this is great. Usually I would go like with a little bit of an opacity applied. Right, just so I'm trying to be careful, but you know what, frick it, who cares? I'm not trying to be careful anymore. Ice guy, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Drake dropped the freaking most embarrassing album of this year. Ice guy, no more Mr. Nice Guy. I lost my childhood in the tender age of 40. Bro, it's corny as fuck. How do I kind of like, okay, so the biggest motion is going to be this, right? Uh, it's funny to think back in the early days, art was kind of rare and very treasured, and I'm sure was awe-inspiring seeing a 3D looking for in 2D. But now art is everywhere. Most times we don't look twice. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Kind of like art was also. I feel like since a lot of people are able to practice it now, or like are willing to practice it, and I also think that's good, honestly. In terms of like raising the bar, you know. Ice guy, no more Mr. Nice Guy. More arts in the world. Yeah, yeah. Hee hee. Ding ding. Ding 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 ding. Hey, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Because I'm an ice guy. Actually, maybe we can make. Oh. No. Keep this. Right. We make the distinction between the sections of the head. Not even that, though. People can just generate art at the click of a button. Because of AI, even though it's stalling, it's still very easy, I guess. Yeah, the AI conversation, eh? Yes, I guess maybe personally I haven't seen that effect of that as much when it comes to there being more art. I mean, before like the boom of generative AI and image generation, there was also a lot of art, right? There was still a lot of art, right? Artists were, killing it. Lots of skill, lots of good stuff to look at. But at the same time, with I feel like the AI flooded like I feel like it flooded the images on the internet, so it's taken more kind of like a share when you go on Google or on DuckDuckGo and just like go to images, you would find often AI images, but that doesn't mean it's like, I don't know, that still doesn't affect me, at least, looking at art. How can I make this the most politically correct opinion? Do I think that I want to make things politically correct? Tries to think of a politically correct answer. I've always thought it's kind of goofy when you can see things through hair. I understand the idea, but it's like translucent hair. I like it when light goes through it. And you know how like some hairs turn like into like I don't know, like kind of like hair that looks darker with light, it turns like brownish, and it's like it's very pretty. Like when they draw the eyes and maybe eyebrows over hair. It's like the only thing I can think of. Like when they draw hair, but they make it see-through, so you can see the bigger shape, but you still see the eyes. Oh, I see. So that you said what Derpy was talking about. Yeah. I don't know. I like to think I'm not sure the exact reason why, but I like to think that especially in anime, the most expressive part of the face is the eyes, since it's very large, it carries a lot of emotions, and it's like a lot of, you know, work goes to the eyes instead of the nose, as opposed to the nose and the mouth. So basically covering, because, you know, anime characters also most of the time have thick hair. Covering the eyes with thick hair would just like rid the character of its most prominent feeling, kind of like conveying part, which is the eyes, right? Also, this shit sucks. How do I... Hold on. You know what? Why am I doing this? This needs to be simpler, right? Simpler. Look at that. Isn't that just easy? Right? No, Photoshop, stop. Right, and then I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. That's awesome. Hands are easy too, but we don't see you liking those. I don't know. I feel like that's not an objective opinion. That's not an objective fact. Like, hands are easy. You know, maybe you think hands are easy, which is great. I do not think that. It's like those memes where they say like drawing is hard, and so is quitting. Pick your heart. Honestly, that's a fire line though. Ah, okay. You so real for that. You so real for that. You are so real for that. How the hell is any opinion objective? That doesn't work. Yes. Oh, nice, nice. I like that. I like that. What else? What else can we do to make this look cool? To give this form, I want to give this like form. All right. No, I'm not even gonna try. Pancake. Pancakes are delicious. pancake. All right, how I need to think about form. Yeah, that was not bad. However, this needs to be more like here. Oh yeah, just link these together. No. Dude, come on. Help me out here. Hello. Welcome, welcome. The position of the fold here is a bit awkward. But I do see it. I do see it on here. Come on. How long has it been since my last message, I wonder? About... Hold on. 50 minutes? No, 45 minutes. Around that, yeah. Got caught in a rabbit hole? The rabbit hole is contagious. No. Derpy not, and now you? We can't keep losing you guys. We can't. I don't know why, but the thought of like general anesthesia has always been very interesting and also like creepy to me. Like the idea of forcing the human body to just like not function temporarily. Yeah, it's interesting. I've been under the I've been like anesthesia is like you basically go to sleep, right? Is that what it is? What's a little freaky to me is that when you go to sleep, like, where do you actually? Because it's not actual sleep, is it? Like, I don't think you dream when you're under, like, a drug in like a hospital. Do you dream? I've been researching it for like 4 years now. Wow. Just merely illed myself into thinking I've had enough. It's paralyzing your body basically. Yeah, but like, where does your brain go? Right? That's what I think about. Like, what happens in your brain basically? Well, I wouldn't say where does your brain go, where does your mind go? Can't resist the pull of the rabbit hole, totally. It's got a strong gravitational force. I don't know, it blocks all signals, but it's interesting because people can wake up with PTSD from it. Whoa, even though they don't remember anything. Really? Whether they can? Not an absolute outcome. Really? PTSD? And so, like, how do they describe their experience? The people who got PTSD after anesthesia. Is it PTSD from like whatever was like painful to them before they got anesthesia? Anesthesia awareness. A rare condition where patients can recall events during surgery. Okay. Can lead to PTSD or depression. Oh, right. In some cases, additionally, patients with a pre-existing PTSD may experience heightened symptoms or emergence delirium after anesthesia, which can complicate their recovery. Whoa. That's freaky. Damn. I actually did not know that. That's very interesting. While anesthesia itself is generally safe, it does involve temporarily altering the patient's consciousness and lead to a unique form of trauma that contributes and can lead to a unique form of trauma that contributes to the development of PTSD. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking of this concept of just like, what if you take anesthesia just like not in the context of surgery? What if you just like take it for fun? Let's say obviously for fun, but like unprompted, like you don't need to take it, but you take it either way. And like in those words, your consciousness is altered. Would you still, because PTSD, as I guess, it's kind of like it comes from the awareness of whatever's happening in the surgery. Like when you take it for fun, you just like lay down and nothing is happening to you. Does that result in nothing? And I also wonder if it's like stuff happening to you or happening to you physically, or also like stuff like are you still able to receive signals, right? Would you still be able to hear, or I guess not taste, or feel stuff, right? Because if you can, you would get anesthesia, and this kind of like makes me feel like it's like any other drug. Then you can get anesthesia and you can just like get somebody to whisper stuff in your ear, just like fuck with you. That'd be pretty bad. Come on. Not sure, I'm just always creeped the hell out by making someone's body sleep on prompt. Same with laughing gas. I never will use laughing gas because it's just like suffocating your brain on O2. Yeah, do you just like get laughing gas from like somewhere? Or is it like is there like more restricted access to it? I feel like there would be more restricted access to it. Or maybe not, I'm not sure. I mean, you guys have guns in Walmart. I don't know what else you guys have. I don't know. That's a meme that I saw, by the way. I'm not sure if that's even true or not. I'm joking. I'm joking. Um. No. Oh shit. Battery low. It's offered in dental appointments as a numbing solution. Laughing gas as a numbing solution? Huh? Where is the cable? Uh-oh. I can't find the cable. There it is. Uh-oh. Stinky. Everything is okay. Everything is cool. I'll do it like I want to. Oh, it's 2 hours. Okay. I think this we've done more than enough. I think this is very good. Oh, actually it goes up here. Everything is okay. Everything is cool. I feel like it's very common, like for kids, but also now adults ask for it, just to like haze their memory and lessen their cognition during stuff. Okay, I didn't know about that. And well, it's laughing gas. Does it make you laugh? And would the laugh make like hinder whatever you're going to try to do? Because that feels like counterintuitive. You would try to do something, take laughing gas, but like start laughing and you don't do your whatever you're trying to do properly. It's like weed. You try to do like a, for example, a creative task. You take weed. Is it okay to talk about weeds on stream? How are the policies when it comes to weeds? I know like VAPEs, YouTube is very strict with those, right? Even the mention of them, YouTube is like, nah. YouTube. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, I think we're gonna end it here. Tomorrow we do the chain. We do this. Tomorrow we try to finish the sketch, not the sketch, the line work, basically. Yeah, this is very fun. I had a lot of fun doing this, and it's coming together nicely. I'm very happy with it. All right, I'm gonna end it here. It just makes you feel weird from my understanding. Oh, okay. So it's harder for people to focus on what's going on. I'm talking from research, as again, I've never wanted to try it. I feel like I struggle to focus just without that gas. maybe my brain is producing whatever's going on, whatever happens when you take that gas. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye now.